now, the US men's national team will play in their last international friendly of the year tomorrow versus Uruguay at 7 p.m. Eastern. Can they make it 5 wins in a row? Now, someone who will play a huge role in that game is Max Arfsten, and we have got him joining the show. Thank you so much for joining us, Max. And we were talking a bit about it before we came on camera about your position, because you're a left wing back. But you're also, do you see yourself more as a midfielder or more of a defender? Because you're kind of this new modern breed of players that are on the wing, but also in the defence as well. So I was just curious what you see yourself more as.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm asked to do both pretty regularly, attack and defense. So I think it's fair to say that, I'm a wingback. I embrace the wingback role and I enjoy it a lot. Attacking, defending, just the workload. I feel like I can handle it. And yeah, I've been having fun with it as of late.
Max, how are vibes in camp right now, especially after the fight that you guys put up figuratively in the game and literally against Paraguayans, like squaring up as a Latino? Let me tell you, I'm pretty proud that the men's national team squared up against Paraguayans. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, I would say vibes are good. I mean, we came out with a win against a good opposition. Opposition already qualified for the World Cup, so that's always a good test for us. And like you said, we showed some good things. I think, jokes aside, the fight, just kind of showed our togetherness and intensity and, willingness to stand up for one another. And I think it was good energy to have in a competitive, intense, chippy game like that.
Max, I'm curious. As a left back, what were you doing in the right wing back position? And have you ever hit a better cross with your right foot?
Well, I was taking the corner on that side. That's why I was on there, on the right side. So then once the ball kind of got cleared out, I just stuck over there a little bit. And to answer the second part of the question, it's probably up there with one of my better crosses with my right. So happy that it, worked out, and obviously good finish from Gio.
Are you a better right wing back? Sorry, let me rephrase this, because
this could go anywhere, Max. I'm
right brain question. As a left wing back, are you a better right wing back, or as is Serginho Dest as a right wing back, a better left wing back?
Oh my goodness!
Ooh, damn.
Have some of that.
Mental gymnastics. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I haven't played too much on the right as a left wing back, so until I have done that, I think we can't answer the question, so I do that. But I know Serge is good on both sides, so I guess my answer is time will tell. That's what we'll say.
Nice, the versatility, baby.
Max, 3 wins and 1 draw since switching to this 3-back system. How have you seen the team adapt? And I think I know the answer, but are you enjoying it?
Yeah, obviously I am enjoying it. I play similar formation with my club, and I just feel like it gives me a bit more freedom to attack. But at the same time, I'm able to have the work rate to defend and track back. So it's fun for me, and I think there's a good amount of players here who also play that formation with their club. So, I think it's just about having the versatility and just embracing the ideas that our coach wants us to do in that formation.
Max, genuine question. Where were you 2022 World Cup?
Probably at home watching it in Fresno, California.
And how does it feel that you have a strong possibility to be representing your nation at home at a World Cup? Yeah,
it feels amazing. Just being completely transparent, it's a dream come true for me, achieving that. And I'm going to keep working hard, every day, every game with my club team, every upcoming camp, just keep working to, be involved and just do everything I can to be a part of it as much as I can. So I don't take the opportunity lightly. And, as you said, it's a big opportunity and I'm excited for it.
Max, I was looking at the whip you put on that ball as you crossed it. There were shades of Trent Alexander-Arnold or even Beckham. It was that good. Growing up, was there anybody you modelled your game on?
Honestly, my favorite player growing up was always Neymar. I just loved the way his creativity, that Brazilian flair. So I don't know about modeled my game because it's a difficult player to try and play like, you know what I mean? But definitely that was my favorite player, and I'd always watch his highlights, stuff like that.
We heard some of Pochettino's comments after the game. What has he been saying to the team? What is the? Are there any changes mentality-wise going into Uruguay, or is it just keep on keeping on with how well the team has been looking?
I'd say it's a little bit of both. You know, we watch film on the Paraguay game and obviously keep doing the positives, but there's definitely some stuff, you know, tactically, technically that we can do better, positioning-wise, stuff like that. But I think, like you said, the mentality is the biggest thing for us right now. As you guys know, you don't get too much time whenever you come into camp with the national team. So I think him stressing the mentality side of things and everyone being together, you know, just being difficult to play against, making it difficult for our opposition is, you know, becoming more and more emphasized and important.
That's kind of been the theme, right, with the national team ever since Poch has taken over, to kind of bring that mentality, that tenacity to the game, and especially against a team like Paraguay that Poch probably knows really well. I'm curious what message he sent, because if you let Paraguay assert themselves into a game physically, they'll be able to dominate that game. He must have sent some message to you guys, because from the get-go, you guys look like you came out firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, one thing that comes to my mind right now is he would just show us some videos from past games, and he'd say there's a difference between, you know, pressing and just running to the spot and covering the space, and then actually pressing and winning the ball. So I think that just gives you everything you need to know about the mentality that he wanted us to embrace going into this game. And like you said, this is not a team in Paraguay that you want to allow them to feel superior physically, intensity-wise. So we wanted to kind of send that message early and, you know, just do things on our own terms in terms of intensity.
Max, you've spoken, I think you said repeatedly, about how you would love to go and play in Europe, especially with the World Cup next year. It could be a huge year for you. Do you have any ambitions of going over to Europe in the new year in January?
You know, it's hard to say that right now just because I'm focused on, you know, what I'm doing right now in the moment, but obviously I'm open to anything. You know, if something comes that's a good opportunity for me and that makes sense, I'll listen to anything. But, you know, in this moment right now, I'm just focused on, you know, training well today and, you know, doing well in the game tomorrow. So we'll see what the future holds, but, you know, long term, of course, it is a goal of mine to go to Europe.
Great diplomatic answer, by the way. I would love to see you in Europe, Max. But you did mention your club and your focus on what you're doing with your club right now. And I want to take this opportunity to ask about Wilfried Nancy and your growth under him and what you've learned, because crazy enough, you've gotten more national team minutes this year than you got club minutes 2 years ago. That's pretty incredible, and how much you have blossomed. Talk to me a little bit about that development under Nancy.
Yeah, you know, I've said it before, I'm very thankful that I've had him as my coach for the past 3 years. I feel like he's developed me a lot, not only as a player, but as a person. And yeah, I just think, you know, tactically he's very good. The way he thinks about the game, it's interesting. And yeah, it means a lot. I feel like, you know, he's, like you said, 2 years ago, I didn't play that much for Columbus, but, you know, I feel like I just got better under his style and his system, and it just helped me grow a lot. And I feel like still he's helped me grow a lot, you know, even this year. So yeah, he's a really good coach, and I'm, like I said, super thankful for him.
This friendly tomorrow will be your last match of 2025. It's been a breakout year for you. What would make 2026 special?
I would say making the World Cup roster. That would be very special for me, but, you know, also just continuing to get called into these camps. Yeah, that's my answer.
On that note, Max, did you ever collect the Panini sticker books growing up, the World Cup sticker books?
No, I didn't, but I know what you're talking about.
What you did, that was the most fun part of the World Cup. Well, could you imagine, let's just say you did, imagine yourself as a Panini sticker. It's so iconic. What would making the World Cup mean to you?
It'd be a dream come true, just to be honest with you. I think as a kid, that's what you dream about. You know, growing up, I just remember being young, like watching the World Cups, whether it was in 2010, 2014, all of them. It's the biggest thing to watch as a young American soccer fan. So it'd be a dream come true. And, you know, I want to do it for myself, but also for my family and, you know, everybody who believed in me growing up.
And Max, I'm sure with it being in the US makes it so much more special. Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck in the game tomorrow.